Cubs and D-backs, let's move on to another game that was a stunner. Friday in Chicago was windy, and it was rainy, and the weather played havoc all over the game. Winds coming in, winds going out, and the ball is swirling all up in the jet stream, and then most of them we never saw again. It kind of felt that way anyway. It's just cooking. So just in the seventh, first of all, the game ended 11-13 in favor of the Cubs. It went 11 innings. And in just in the seventh and eighth innings, this is what we saw. 6 home runs, 2 grand slams, and all 4 types of hits, right? Single, double, triple, everything. Home run, obviously. And then 3 half innings featured 5 or more runs. And every kind of home run you can think of, right? So solo shots, 2-run, 3-run, grand slam. Holy crap. So in Major League Baseball history, this has never happened in an entire game, in an entire single enclosed game. And on Friday, it happened within the course of 9 outs. It took 9 outs over those 2 innings, over those 2 innings to get all of this accomplished. I don't know. Accomplished? Is that even the right word, Brad? That's not the right word. It occurred. For it to have happened, it occurred over 9 innings, which is crazy. Combined 16 or 9 outs. I said 9 innings. I meant 9 outs. The combined 16 runs in the 8th inning was the highest scoring inning in the history of Wrigley Field. Now, don't forget, Wrigley Field has been around for a billion years. Okay? The Cubs became the first team in 113 years to allow 10 runs in a single inning after the 3rd inning, and then still win the game. So put that in your prayer and ponder it. It's what I have to say. For all you Cubs fans, you're probably thrilled. Even, let's be honest, the D-backs fans probably loved this game anyway, despite its outcome. This was one of the most exciting games. Brad and I were texting each other. I got it on the radio because I'm getting kids back and forth from stuff, and we are just shocked. So, baseball family, we want to know how you felt, because that's our assumption, is that you guys were loving it and then hating it and loving it. So give us an explanation of your experience. Was it a roller coaster? Absolutely it was. But tell us, get in the comments and let us know. Were you watching? Were you listening? Were you at the freaking game? What was it like to be at the game for those of you that were there? I'll bet it was, man, the beer snake must have been just absolutely crazy. Somebody, we got to get a beer snake. We got to get a picture of the beer snake in the outfield there in the bleachers at Wrigley. So, okay, so on Saturday, the Cubs won 6-2. Sunday, the D-backs won 3-2. The Cubs, this is cool. The Cubs have now won 5 of their last 6 series. 3 series losses out of 8 total. Okay, you got to go to Tokyo, right? All the travel to and from. You lose 2 in a row to LA. Probably the best team we've seen in 50 or 25 years on paper. Okay. Then you go and lose in Arizona. Then you win in Sacramento. You host a winning series at home against San Diego in Texas. And then you go down to Chavez Ravine and you beat the Dodgers in a series. That's awesome. You go a little bit over across the streetish to San Diego. Yeah. First home loss to the Padres of the entire season. Still lose the series, no big deal. And then you come home and you beat the D-backs, whom I have still at top of mind for one of the best teams in baseball right now. So, until the Cubs showed up. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I need to reevaluate some stuff. Remember last time we talked about the Cubs, they had the number one, they led Major League Baseball in runs produced at 116, I think it was, a couple days ago. Okay, well now they lead MLB with 145 runs. The next closest team is the Yankees. They have 126 runs. So they are 19 runs better. They are outperforming all of Major League Baseball by at least 19 runs. That is a lot of production, and an 11 to 13 game certainly explains some of that. But that is still a ton of production. So that made me think, well, what else is going on with the Cubs? So here's a couple things I need to let you know. Their third in Major League Baseball was stolen bases. Milwaukee leads with 33. Seattle has 32. And then there's the Cubs, have 31 stolen bases. And then they are top 10 in the following categories. And some of them they're number 2 in these categories. Okay? They are top 10 in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging, WRC plus, and WAR. Their team's combined WAR is 6.0 right now. That's good enough for number 2 across all of Major League Baseball. Now, that obviously puts them at first place in the Central. And I think they're going to stay there possibly the rest of the season. Their schedule certainly will not entirely let up the rest of the season, but it's not going to be much harder than that. So we want to know, is this Kyle Tucker? Is this Kyle Tucker? Because Kyle Tucker, he's not the only thing that's changed. But man, he has been a big deal, huge difference maker going forward. So as long as he can, keep doing what he's doing, I think it's going to be great. I doubt the Cubs will let anybody catch them. Now, like we said last time, you're going to go 8 losses in a row. You're going to give up 2 or 3 series in a row sometime. Everybody does it. At some point in the season, it's going to happen. But this is a pretty strong start. So, Cubs fans, how you feeling? What are you thinking? Are you loving this? There was a lot of shakeup in that, in some of the guys that you let go. But man, I don't know if Brad's been watching the Cubs much, but Dansby Swanson, it continues to be impressive. He might be, his defense might be the best I've seen it ever, as his defense is right now. It might be the best it's ever been in his career, which is really, really awesome because that dude's a stud. He has a 60 OPS plus, Brad says. Okay, well, good thing he's showing up defensively because you got to get some balance in there. He'll come alive. Don't worry. He'll come back around.